Presley Chweneyagae. The name once synonymous with raw talent and South African cinematic pride. In 2025, his unexpected death at the age of 40 left a void in the entertainment industry and among millions of fans. He lived a life of remarkable transition, from humble roots to the global stage, and from township theater to international acclaim. This is the complete story of his life, family, career, lifestyle, and the legacy he leaves behind. Presley was born on October 19, 1984, in Mafeking, Northwest Province, South Africa. Raised in Soweto by his mother, Agnes Chweneyagae, a police officer, Presley grew up in modest surroundings. His father passed away when he was young. His mother named him after Elvis Presley, inspired by the music legend's charisma and presence. From an early age, Presley was drawn to performance. He began acting in church plays and community theater productions. Later, he enrolled at the Mbana Arts Foundation and studied under renowned playwright Mpumelelo Paul Grootboom. His early stage work included productions of Hamlet, Julius Caesar, and local adaptations of classic works. These experiences sharpened his understanding of character, emotion, and storytelling. In 2005, Presley landed the role that would change his life forever. He starred as Tsotsi, a young gang leader, in the film of the same name. Based on the novel by Athol Fugard, the film was a gritty, emotional portrait of crime, redemption, and humanity. Presley's hauntingly powerful performance captivated audiences around the world. The film won the 2006 Academy Award for Best Foreign Language Film, and Presley shot to international fame. Despite the global spotlight, Presley remained committed to South African cinema and theater. He continued to act in films like More Than Just a Game, Zama Zama, I Number, and Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom. On stage, he returned to his roots, directing and producing plays that addressed social issues. He co-wrote and directed the acclaimed prison drama Cell Number, 4 Inches, and toured with the stage play Relativity. In 2018, Presley joined the cast of The River, a popular South African telenovela. His portrayal of Thuso Cobra Mokoena earned him new fans across generations. He remained with the show for several seasons and was set to reprise his role in a spin-off titled Cobridzi, which was scheduled to air in 2025. Outside of acting, Presley was also a motivational speaker. He traveled to schools and community centers to speak about perseverance, overcoming poverty, and using art as a tool for change. His message was always the same: your beginning does not determine your future. Presley's personal life was quiet, but deeply rooted in family. He was married to Paulina Chweneyagae, a woman of Swazi heritage. Together, they had 3 sons, Sia, Preston, and a younger child whose name remained private. Presley also had another son from a previous relationship with actress Lerato Mvelase, bringing the total to 4 children. He lived in Pretoria North with his wife and children. The family led a private life, focused on education, faith, and community. Presley's Instagram and public appearances rarely featured flashy displays. Instead, he shared moments of fatherhood, cultural pride, and behind-the-scenes looks at his work. Though he never spoke much about material wealth, Presley did enjoy the fruits of his success. He reportedly owned a reliable SUV for family use and commuted regularly to Johannesburg and Cape Town for work. His lifestyle was comfortable but never extravagant. At the peak of his career, Presley's net worth was estimated to be between $500,000 and $600,000. Most of this came from acting, directing, television work, and endorsements. He invested in local art initiatives and ran youth development programs through his Arts Foundation. In 2023, Presley became embroiled in a controversy related to the National Lottery Commission. He served as a public ambassador for a youth organization allegedly linked to misused funds. While he was not charged with any wrongdoing, the scandal generated headlines. Presley maintained his innocence and said he was unaware of any financial misconduct within the organization. The situation caused brief reputational harm, but his fans and colleagues stood by him. Then, on May 27, 2025, tragedy struck. Presley was at his home in Pretoria when he began experiencing breathing difficulties. Emergency services were called immediately, but efforts to revive him were unsuccessful. He was pronounced dead at the age of 40. His family later confirmed that he died from natural respiratory complications. The news sent shockwaves across South Africa. Tributes flooded in from fans, politicians, fellow actors, and artists. Social media timelines were filled with scenes from Tsotsi, memories from the river, and quotes from Presley's motivational talks. The South African Film and Television Awards issued a statement calling Presley one of the defining voices of his generation. The Minister of Arts and Culture praised his contribution to African cinema and promised to support initiatives in his honor. His funeral was held in Pretoria, attended by close friends, family, and colleagues from the entertainment industry. A second memorial service was held in Mahikeng, his birthplace, to allow his hometown community to say goodbye. So, what was it that made Presley Chweneyagae so special? First, it was his authenticity. He never chased fame for its own sake. Even after winning an Oscar, he returned home, chose local stories, and remained true to his people. Second, it was his versatility. Presley could move from gangster to father, from villain to victim, and make each role feel believable. He didn't act for the camera, he lived the role. Third, it was his humility. In interviews, he rarely spoke about fame or money. Instead, he focused on what art could do, how it could change minds, heal wounds, and open doors. Fourth, it was his sense of responsibility. Presley trained young actors, mentored upcoming directors, and gave motivational talks. He used his platform to uplift others, especially young Black South Africans who looked up to him as proof that greatness was possible. Presley once said, "The most important role I've ever played is not on screen, it's the role I play in my community." Those words now ring more true than ever. His story teaches us that success doesn't require ego, and talent doesn't need permission. He showed the world that South African cinema has depth, truth, and soul. And he reminded us that behind every spotlight is a real person, with fears, dreams, and a desire to make a difference. To this day, Tsotsi remains one of the most powerful films ever made in Africa. But Presley's true legacy goes beyond the screen. It lives in every young artist he inspired, every community project he supported, and every child who saw in him the possibility of something greater. In 2025, we lost a star, a father, a husband, and a visionary. But Presley Chweneyagae's story is not over. It lives on in the roles he played, the lives he touched, and the hope he gave. Rest in peace, Presley. Your legacy lives on.